And I'm live. Hello and welcome. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to those on TikTok, and good evening to those on Facebook, YouTube, and X, where you can find us. You can all find us on Instagram as well. For the sake of obviously you guys on Facebook, YouTube, and X, just remember we are sponsored by Right Steel Fabrications, and we are partnered with the Anecdote Sports Bar. So thank you very much. We're also on YouTube. Please go and like and subscribe. We're just over. I think we're just over 360 subscribers, which is amazing. If we can get to 375 by the end of today's stream, that would also be amazing. I hope everyone's really, really well. What's everybody doing tonight? Any questions or anything that you've got to say? Hello, Emma. I hope you're well on TikTok. Answer to your question is West Ham. What's my question? I'm very well, thank you, Emma. How are you? Good. On YouTube, trying to get to 100 subs, links in bio. Fantastic. I'll have a look at that. Rob on Facebook, Robert Connor, evening Stu, evening all. I hope everybody's okay. Soft spot for other teams. They got absolutely hammered yesterday, didn't they? They didn't play very well. Any questions or anything that you've got to say? Evening, Chow Hound. I hope you're well. Did that come up before then? Did you know that? Did you? Name a UK club you have a soft spot for, apart from Coventry City. Coventry City is my number one soft spot. Yes, they did. They did get absolutely hammered. What do you think about the seating plan trial for Preston? I think it's a great idea. Yeah, I think it's really good. Very happy with that one. Did everybody get their tickets for Maidstone today, or your West Brom tickets? Because they sold out pretty quickly as well. Emma on TikTok. Do I have any second clubs? No, I only have one club. Good win for both teams at the weekend. Only time I'll be nice. Yeah, it's not like you, Emma. It's not like you. Got to meet your nephew. Oh, hold on. Got to meet your nephew at the FA Cup game. Next generation of Foxy Boy. Yeah, definitely. He's a good lad. He is a good lad. You go in Plymouth, yeah, you will be tired. Yeah, got your Maidstone ticket. Fantastic. Got West Brom and Maidstone. Fantastic. Joseph Berry up the Foxes. That's why I'm an angel. That's why, yeah. Let's have a quick look on YouTube, Facebook, and X. On YouTube, from Covandy, what's your thoughts on the elbow on Tats? Yeah, not very good. Again, I'll mention it again on here. Something's got to be done retrospective. Even the one for Alan, we've got to keep it in the media's eyes and just keep mentioning it, because both were nasty challenges, especially breaking someone's jaw or cheekbone, whichever one it was. And Tats was a nasty one as well. The linesman's got to do more for that one for me. So yeah, Robert Connor, Motherwell, as that's where my granddad was from. Yeah, that's not a bad shout, to be fair. My granddad was from Dundee, so I'll probably say Dundee. I don't really look at their scores, to be fair. Yeah, it was a good win for us, Joseph. It was a good win. Happy with that. Yes, I've got my Maidstone tickets, and I've got my Stoke. My Stoke tickets came today as well, so I've got my Stoke tickets. Alan Arkins on YouTube, thank you very much. Is Sakamoto still able to walk after Sunday? Yeah, I think he is. He carried on. He didn't make much of a fuss of it, to be fair to him. I think he could have done, but it was one hell of an elbow, I thought, into his face, which weren't very nice. Glenn, Sky Blue Hub, thank you very much, everybody that's coming on and saying questions as well. Much appreciated. I don't mind people making hard challenges, but elbows, forearms, smashes are out of order. Yeah, completely agree. What do I think of Callum O'Hare? Corey North, I think, is ace, and I hope he stays. I don't think he will, but I hope he stays. Wes, hi Wes, on Facebook. Main man main man of all things Sky Blue. How are you, mate? Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. I'm not the main man. There's 5 of us. There is 5 of us. Hi, Finn. Do you reckon we'll stay? Do you reckon we will stay up? Oh, Sheffield Wednesday. Unfortunately, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I don't think you're going up. I'm not going Plymouth. No, I can't get the time off work. Work's busy at the minute, so I can't get the time off work. My uncle's just come into the chat on YouTube. Excuse me, your granddad may have been from Dundee, but he was a massive Rangers fan. I know he was, but I know he supported Dundee as well. He did support Dundee. I do know that. Where's Joshua says, when handy, April Fool's is a bit too early, mate. You're only jealous. Don't be jealous, Josh. It's fine. It's fine. Sky Blue Sound, what's the plans for Valentine's Day? I'll be watching Plymouth. Cov versus Plymouth on Valentine's Day. Yes, that's the uncle from Grange Road. It is, yeah. Or he used to be many, many years ago. Corey North on Facebook, as well as being on TikTok. Just choose the one, Corey. It's fine. What do you think of Leicester? Leicester are Leicester, aren't they? Legend he is. Someone's just called you a legend, Dave, by the way, if you're still watching. And since you're on, I'll give you that apology now. Over whatever it is I need to apologise for. But I do, yeah, I did say, I apologise. What was it for? You'll have to remind me what it was for. He is in the room with me, not on TikTok. One word, 28 points. Leicester fan, I presume. How many goals will Hadji finish on? I'm gonna say 18. I'm gonna say 18. Alan Arkins, legend or legend? Who? My uncle. My uncle's a legend. He is a legend. Oh, Barnes, mind the gap. All right. Bore off. Ten subs. Come on, guys. 10 subs away from 375 on YouTube. Can we make it tonight? Come on. Let's go. Wes has just said Joshua James is still the best in the world, mate. Get a room, you two, for God's sake. Come on, Emma. This is a Coventry fans forum here. Glenn Watkins, thoughts on Milan Mario celebration of being Cov being targeted unfairly by media? Yes, probably. Will probably. Oh yes, that was it. Never buy me a City kit. Whoever called me a legend, thank you. Yeah, so Yeah, I apologise. You did buy me a kit. My apologies. Okay, I've said it on YouTube, said it on Facebook, X, and on TikTok. So we're all good now, Dave. We're fine now. Okay, Wes has said also, okay, so say we don't make the playoffs, where do we strengthen in the summer? Good question. I like that one. Good question. Kitchen is back for Plymouth. Yes. Alan, he is. I would say that we need cover in the right back position, probably midfield, strengthening midfield, more strength in depth. That's all we're really doing now, is just getting strength in depth, really. We're just getting a stronger squad together. It's strong now, but next season we will be stronger, I think, providing we don't lose, anybody. Glenn on TikTok said, need a goalkeeper, right wing, wingers, and a number 10 and another striker. Yeah. I'll message you after the show, Emma, if you want me to. I think Hadji will go on a good run of goals now. Yeah? Yeah, I agree. Stay in the Championship, you'll be all right. Well, you never know. We might go up at the same time as you. Dave has also said, we are always good, mate. That's the Preston Seaton thing. What's the Preston Seaton thing? I've missed something. Well, they've come out today, and they're going to trial moving the away fans, and they're going to open it up to Cov fans behind the goal where the away fans normally sit. They're opening it to home fans. They're trialing it against Preston, which I think is a really, really, really good thing to do. Wes has also said how amazing the support from Japan for Tats. Yep, really good. Really good. Where's Handy Britannia, I heard. We've got 16 games left to play. Will Hadji equal or beat Vic's 22 goals last season? I think he'll be under it. I think he'll get 18. Robert Connor, Sunday was a step forward, winning without playing well. We should have lost that we would have lost that last season. Yeah, probably, to be fair. Probably. I did say Wes Handy. Handley. That was a one-off. Alan said on YouTube again, was just as well we got Torp now. Sheaf is out for 6 weeks. Torp's turned out to be decent buy. Yeah, totally agree. I think it was, again, a nice little bit of business that we've done to bring Torp in, really. Yeah, happy with that. Wes has said Wright will score 23 this season. Can't see it. Glenn, is Latty captain for the rest of the season until Sheaf is fit? Yeah, probably. Unless Godden comes back in and starts scoring, and then Godden might be captain. But if Latty plays, I think Latty should be captain. Alfie, opinion on QPR? Poor, really. It's anyone from Scotty Dog. It's anyone from 14th could make the playoffs. Yeah, we've just put ourselves in a really good position, though, if we keep doing what we're doing. I'm happy with it. Cov fans obsessed with us as usual. Well, hold on. You're in the Coventry. You're in all things sky blue. So wouldn't that say more about you? Yeah, that's exactly what I've just said. Under average Covram, thank you very much. Who's the best value for money? Tats, Torp, or Thomas? At the minute, I will probably say Tats. I think there's more to come from Torp. And Thomas, what did we buy Thomas for? 4 million, was it? 4 million? Or was Thomas cheaper? What did we buy Thomas for, guys? I'm allowed in here because I bring the advance. Alan, what's your take on Sims? Jury's still out for me. Yeah, I think it is. It's the jury's still out on Sims for a lot of people, I think, to be fair. Do you play Mario Kart? I used to, don't anymore. Two followers away from 800 on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, go and follow us on Facebook as well. Wes has said Torp will be, but defo Tats at the minute. I'd say Thomas is our best buy of the season. Wow. Okay. Still need to tell me how much we bought Thomas for, guys. Good evening, Faye. How are you on Facebook? Sims to move to centre back. You heard it at first. No, he's not doing a D on Dublin. He's not doing a Dublin for us. I think I'm missing a few things on TikTok because people are keep going. No, I haven't missed much. I haven't missed much on there, to be fair. Keep liking and following and subscribing, guys. Much appreciated. Alan, we think we paid 2 for Thomas and 4 for Kitchen. Well, look, if we paid, I'm fantastic, mate. Missing you. Missing you too, Faye. Thank you for the follows, guys. If you don't already, go and follow us on YouTube and go and like and subscribe. It is free on there. Look, if you think about it, if we paid 2 million for Thomas, 2 million for Tats, and 2 million for Torp, that's 6 million. Really, really well spent. But I think Tats at the minute has got to be the value for money at the minute. 2.3. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 2.3 for Thomas. Wes is saying. Hi, Adam. You okay, mate? On TikTok. Thank you very much for joining. Glenn, could we overtake West Brom? Yeah, most definitely. Darren Cap, thank you very much on YouTube. What's your thoughts on the away point system? What do you think of the away move into block 6 and 7? Wrong side, if you ask me. Yeah, but we've got Singer's Corner, so Singer's Corner will just be bigger, won't it? And with me buying more away tickets, which I have done, to be fair, I wasn't one for. I always wanted to do away games, but things came up and stuff was always happening sort of instead, really. But I've been able to get to more away games. I'm going to Stoke, which will be I think, only my third of the season, but that's more than what I normally do, and I quite like it. I think it's okay, to be fair. But I think with moving the away fans, I think it's going to the right side, just because I think it makes Singer's Corner bigger. And that's what we want. We want people to be singing, don't we? I'm in block 36 at the moment. And yeah, you know, I always try to get us singing. It's hard, but I always try to get us singing in block 36. If anybody's around there at all. 1, 2, 3 in the league are sorted. I think Ipswich will slip out the playoffs. No, I don't. I think Ipswich is staying there as well. I think 1, 2, 3, 4 is sorted. We may get closer. You know, if West Brom stay there, they may get closer as well. But I think they stay there personally. Robert Connor, you're always going to get the odd one that's good out of our bottom really well. Like to see Binks join in the summer. Yeah, you know, hopefully there's a plan for him to come in. That would be really, really good. Yeah, happy with that. I was sitting with Bugsy and Chris Johnson. Now that was some bants. Oh, nice. Well, if you see my brother again, say hello to him. I saw him the other day. Actually, I went to see my mum. Okay, speak to you later, Emma. Bye. Thanks for coming in. What have I missed on here? Sorry. What gate do you think we'll get versus Maidstone? Well, I think they're going to bring a fair few, aren't they? Wes has said 26.5. I don't think we quite make 25, personally. I'm going to say 25 max. Because it's on telly as well, remember? So I think, you know, that might put a few people off, depending on weather as well. Poor bloke sitting near Bugsy. That's the one that called you a legend. But I agree. Anyone that's got to sit next to my brother will have his ear chewed off. Oh, I love you, Mark, if you're watching. I doubt he is, but I love you. Alan Harkins, 5th and 6th spot up for grabs as far down as mid-table. Just hope West Brom don't bridge the gap. Yeah, it will be interesting. It definitely will be interesting. Got my Maidstone ticket point away on Wednesday. Would be a good point to follow up with 3 points at the weekend. Would do us good stead. Yeah, definitely. Totally agree. Excuse me. What's the schedule this week? RE shows for all things Sky Blue. Well, obviously, I'm doing this tonight. We've got something special planned for tomorrow, which I can't go into any more detail about. Wednesday, nothing because the game's on. Thursday, I'm doing the Stoke preview. And then Friday, nothing at all. That's the schedule. Off the top of my head. I'd take 4 points for the next 2 games. Yes. Yeah, I would as well. We should be beating Stoke. Really. What have I missed on TikTok? Nothing. Oh, nothing really. Keep liking and following, guys, if you don't mind. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. If you're on YouTube or anything and you don't subscribe, please go and subscribe if you like what we do. Thank you very much. Robert Connor, thank you again. We can't understand as it's their cup final. How much would it mean to them to be in their last 8? Well, how much would it mean to us to be in their last 8 as well, might I add? We haven't been there for a while either. But no, you're right. We can't underestimate them. They beat Ipswich. Ipswich beat us. So by that token, they can beat us. But look, if we turn up, we win. but we have to turn up. Do we make wholesale changes versus Maidstone? No, probably not, to be fair. Wilson comes back in because I think he's the cup goalkeeper. And then it depends on who's fit. We've got, what have we got? We've got 3 games before that game, haven't we? I think we've got Plymouth, Stoke, and Preston. So anything can happen. So it's too early to say whether we make changes or anything yet. Is there a Plymouth preview I can watch? Yes, it is. It is on Plymouth preview is on YouTube. It's live on there now, but you can also find it on Spotify, Amazon. It's on our link and on our pages as well. So if you want to go and have a look at a preview, it's on there. Scrubby Sam, chance to give minutes to Lucela, Stretton, and Tavares. No, I don't think they do, to be fair. I think they stay on the bench. Tavares might get a start, but Lucala and Stretton stay on the bench. That's if they're in the squad at all. Heard we got $1 million from Sporting because Gyökeres scored over 25 goals. Yeah, I heard that as well. Harry. Oh, Lewis Ayler went to his school. Oh, do you know him then, do you? Thank you very much for the likes. Much appreciated. Oh, you know his brother? Oh, okay. Is he a good footballer as well? YouTube Stephen McGovern, thank you very much. Where and how much will Vic go for? Well, that is a question, isn't it? There's a lot of teams that are wanting him, or they will be wanting him in the summer, most definitely. I think he'll go for his price tag, which is what 100 million euros, which is 86 million. And where he goes, there's only what 2-3 clubs that can probably afford his wages and transfer fee. I would imagine, unfortunately, he'll go to somewhere like Chelsea, unfortunately. See the giant glasses out again. It's not that big. Well, it is big, but it's not that big. Thanks, Robert. Under average Cov fan. Who's the one player we can't afford to lose due to injury at the minute? That's a difficult question. You know what? I'm probably going to say Bobby Thomas. I don't think we can afford to lose really at the minute. I just think if we lose Bobby, you lose Latty out of midfield potentially. He won't play. I can't see him playing Binks and Kitchen together because they're both left footers. You lose, like I said, Latty out of midfield. Just makes us slightly weaker. So I'm going to say Bobby Thomas that we can't afford to lose. TikTok. What's the chances of Big Vic being at Sporting this summer? I think it's 50-50 because they actually want to extend it, don't they? I think. So at the minute, I think it's 50-50. Favourite Cov player. People that listen to me all the time will know who my favourite Cov player is. And that's Latabodier at the moment. I like Tats, and Tats is a very good player. And I like Milan. But my favourite player at the minute is Latty. He's just so underrated. Small hands. Yeah, cheers, Steve. Thanks for that, mate. I haven't got well, they're not big, but they're not small. Mine's Milan. Yeah, I get Milan. We actually sponsor Milan, all things Sky Blue. We're sponsoring this year. Can somebody tell me what the Chelsea score is, please? I want to know for my FPL team. Oh, 0-0. Are you sure? Glenn, sporting manager is second favourite for Liverpool job. Maybe Vic goes there. No, he doesn't suit. Well, oh, okay, watching it now. 1-0 Palace. Bloody hell. Jefferson Lerma. Brilliant. You must be behind, Josh. Everyone's saying it's 1-0 now. Just scored a worldie, apparently. Who is the weakest player in the team? The weakest player. The weakest. 7-0 Chelsea. I know it's certainly not 7-0. Come on, Wes. Have a day off. Oh, the weakest player. I know you want me to name somebody. I can't sit on the fence, can I, on this one, really? Oh. I'm probably going to have to say either Sims or Collins, I think, at the minute. Yeah, Sims or Collins. I've said that. The fence is down, make a pick. I have. Sims or Collins. Weakest player, in my opinion, is Bidwell. Allen. No, he's been most improved this year for me. Allen's been brilliant. Most overrated player, in my opinion. Overrated. Overrated. I'm going to say Milan to be the most overrated because the past couple of games he hasn't been at his best, but I think is brilliant. Bidwell and Allen have been solid. I'm taking that's Bidwell, not Boswell. Where's Handley, a secret Villa fan? Eccles overrated? Maybe. I'm going Collins as the weakest. Yeah, potentially. Glenn. I wish Collins would catch a ball instead of punching. Yeah. De Silva all day before Bidwell. He can barely pass a ball. Really? Is that really how you feel? I think that's a tad harsh. Binks was so good yesterday. I thought he played better when Thomas came on, but I thought the whole team played better when Thomas came on, to be fair. And Latty went into midfield. Latty can play everywhere, but Collins, are we even related? Yes, we are related. Collins worries me sometimes, though, Dave. He does worry me sometimes. Have I missed something on that one? Graham Cottrell. If we get to playoffs and Oxford's. What do you mean by that, mate? Sorry. Next big money day for us with a player going out I'm going for Sheaf. You know what? I'm actually going to go for Milan. I think somebody will come in for Milan. I don't want him to, but I think somebody will come in for Milan in the summer. 15 million. What a penalty from Haji Wright. Yeah, he made the keeper go the wrong way, which you always like. Oh, Tom on TikTok just said, not convinced with Collins at all. Would prefer Wilson. No, I'm not sure about that one. Josh, some of Collins' distribution yesterday was poor, but is still clear of Wilson. Yeah, I agree with that. Robert, Collins has the potential to improve. Think he is why he starts over Wilson. Yeah. Glenn, rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, I'm really not bothered about that at all. It went in. I'd probably have more of an issue if he missed, but he scored. So let's just laugh about it and move on. I think if Callum's going for a hat trick, or if Wright's going for a hat trick, I don't think it's any issue. Am I any good at rock, paper, scissors? I'm the king. I'm the king of rock, paper, scissors. Oh, you mean Peterborough in the playoffs? Okay. Right. Okay. I'm with you now. If we get to the playoff and Peterborough doesn't, we will get a new player in time for the playoffs. No, I still don't think he's going to be allowed to play, is he? I don't think. Dale Crossland. Yes. Yeah, that's what I mean. Milan's on a 4-year deal. So if he gets sold, it will be a big payday. Previous defence with Fad suited Wilson. Currently, defence works better with Collins. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah. Sorry, Robbins wasn't happy with Hazard. No, he weren't happy. Mark Smith, what time do you call this? He has to work. Well, I hope so. I hope he's that late because he had to work. Sky Blue Sam, on a serious note, that's the third time we've not had a designated penalty taker under Robbins, so it needs to be addressed. Barnsley away, Vic missed. Blues at home, Vic scored. Although Godden takes and Sunday. Yeah, just look, if we've got players that are confident, it's always going to be hard to decide. I know that's probably down to the manager to decide, but they're adults, aren't they? For God's sake, let them make a decision. And if they want to do it by rock, paper, scissors, then so be it. I'm not bothered. As long as they score it. Were you surprised that Fads didn't come onto the pitch yesterday? Yeah, a little bit. I thought the fans were going to actually sing his name, but people knew he was there, but nobody did anything really, which I thought was a little bit weird. But I think he'll get more of a reception when we go to Blackburn. I think it will be sorted now. There'll be a running order of who takes them. Yeah, probably. Seeing all those people came from Japan to watch Sakamoto. Yeah, it's brilliant to see. Our fan base is getting bigger and wider. That's what having a good scouting network does for you, getting these sorts of people, doesn't it? It's really good. We didn't hear he was there until after the game. No, I heard the day we played on the Sunday. I heard on the Saturday he was going to be there. I heard the Saturday night that he was going to be there. Lee Beckett on YouTube, gutted people didn't sing for fads. Yeah, I was expecting it. I was expecting it, but nobody did. Oh, you didn't see it? Yeah. Yeah, I saw it Saturday night that he was going to be there. Robert Connor on Facebook, thank you very much. Godden for me can't play up. I presume that's up top on his own. Work rate is good, but doesn't get the service he needs. Wright and Sims are stronger and able to battle for the ball. Yeah, I agree with that. Godden maybe has to start playing in the 2, but I don't think we'll play with the 2 just because, we play with more winger types now, don't we? Wes, he does what he wants and does what he wants. Mark Smith, he does what he wants. Does Godden start versus Maidstone? I think there's too many games to start thinking about who starts at the minute for Maidstone. We've got 3 games. If Wright gets injured, Sims gets injured, then Godden's going to start. Would you start Kelly? See, that's a different question. I just, again, there's a lot that can happen, but maybe Kelly does start against Maidstone. But then I thought he would have started against Sheffield Wednesday in the second leg, and he didn't. So I just don't. I think unfortunately Kelly is only going to come on if we really, really need him. Otherwise, I don't think he does. He unfortunately is going to be last resort. I have been through the shows that we've got lined up this week, Mark. If you want to watch the video back a little bit later. Cowes is so composed in the middle. Yeah, he hasn't necessarily got the legs though, has he now? That's I think that's the thing. He hasn't got the legs. Whereas I'd start Tavares versus Maidstone. They won't be expecting that, to be honest. No, they won't. I would start Tavares. I think his speed's going to scare teams, but he needs to. So when Tavares comes on, he needs a little bit more composure because I find that he's a little bit hectic when he comes on. He's a little bit everywhere. He just needs to, I know he's a quick player, but he just needs to slow down just a little bit, just to get a little bit of composure. I know he wants to, make an impression and stuff, but it's a little bit rash in what he does when he comes on, when he gets a chance. He just needs to slow down a little bit, and the rest will take care of itself, I think. Ella just landed back in Ireland, had a great time in Cov, be back for the Maidstone match. Fantastic. That's on X. Ella, thank you very much. Brilliant. Wes, so Wilson has been in for all cup games. We get to Wembley. Does he keep his place, or do you go the strongest keeper and put Collins in? Good question. I'm glad I haven't got to make that decision. But I think if you get to the final of Wembley, I think you go with the strongest side. So I think Collins comes back in. It's harsh on him, but he'll get a winner's medal anyway. But I think Collins comes in. Robert, where Kelly will only play when we need an experienced player to manage the game and see it out. I don't even think he comes in for that, to be fair, mate. I just think... Oh, hi, Kay Burke. You okay? Thank you very much for coming on again, my lovely. Thank you very much for the follow. Godwin will be gone in the summer. Yeah, probably. Thoughts on Cov fans being the most Tim Pot fans in the EFL? I'm not bothered about what other people think. His magic, Super Ben Wilson. Go. Yeah. You reckon we keep up the cup run? Hopefully we get to the quarters and then see what happens from there. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. What are you up to tonight? One away from 800 on Facebook now. So if you're not following us on Facebook, please go and like us on Facebook. We're one person away from 800. If he gets us to the final, he plays, in my opinion. Yeah, I do agree. Look, I know Collins probably comes. Like I said, I'm just glad I haven't got to make that decision. But if he is the cup goalkeeper, it would make sense to leave him in goal. But it's one of them things, isn't it? Watching the Palace Chelsea game, is it any good? No, I don't think Cal will sign. I think he'll be gone. Sorry, I'm missing a few things on here. Yeah, Glenn said he's too eager to make an impact. Yeah, he just needs to slow it down. Keep it simple, Glenn. Exactly. Anyone who hasn't subscribed, please subscribe on our social channels and podcast channels. That's Mark saying that. Thank you, Mark. Can you do a Valentine's Day message for me, for my wife? I can. Mrs. Watkin, if you're listening, I love you and I hope you have a fantastic day. How's that, Glenn? Hope that's okay. Daniel Lowe. What's the best partnership, Eccles and Torp or Torp and Latty? Torp and Latty. I think they suit each other's games a lot better. Defensive person in there. Last time I was over from Dublin for Cov Cup match was quarter-final against Chelsea. Drogba scored both goals. Well, I hope you're not coming over again. I want to win this one. Torp and Latty, 100%. Yeah. Do you think we can get a lovely win on Wednesday? Mark says. Yes, I do. I think we just nick it. I'm going to go 1-0. I'd be happy with a draw. If you offer me a draw now, I'll take it. I'm not going to the Plymouth game, no. Torp good on corners. Yeah, he's good at set pieces anyway. He's not going Burnley. He won't be going Burnley. Yeah, great result for Cov at the weekend. Thank you. Excuse me. Yeah, 1-0 Palace. I heard that. I'm not going Plymouth, but I am going Stoke. Yeah, a bit quiet first half, I thought. Had you right, but he came into his own second half. And he did play better when he went over to the left. He did play better. Yeah, when Latty plays, it lets Torp play higher, definitely. How many points from Plymouth, Stoke and Preston? Preston's always a little bit of a nasty one. I'm going to go for 5. I'm going to go for 5 points. We beat Stoke, I think. We beat Stoke at their place. Plymouth only scored to fail once at home this season, saying that we hardly ever fail to score these days, so I think there'll be goals. If you could sign any Championship player now, who would it be? From any other team or from our side or from our team? Suggestion on CWR for Torp to take penalties. What do you think? Yeah, I'd be happy with that as well, to be fair. Okay. Oh God, am I just going to get this from now on? So Dave's come on and said, "Okay, as you're doing Valentine's Day messages, will you tell Bon I love her and remind her how lucky she is?" Of course I will, Dave. If you're listening, Bonnie, Dave loves you, and you are so lucky to have him in your life. There you go. How's about that, Dave? Is that all right? Any other championship team? You know what? I like Ilias Chair from QPR. I don't think QPR. I think they're going down, and I would take Ilias Chair in a heartbeat. I would probably take Ilias Chair over Dewsbury Hall. To be fair, I know people might think I'm mad, but I really do rate Ilias Chair. He's a Premiership player, and unfortunately, he's just not surrounded by the players that will allow him to do what he needs. I tell you what, right? If we lost O'Hare and we bought in Ilias Chair, I wouldn't be that bothered. I'm just putting that out there now. I don't want to lose O'Hare. Don't get me wrong. I love the guy to bits, but if we have to lose him, if he does go, Ilias Chair coming in, and I would be happy with that. I rate Ilias Chair that much. I think he's brilliant. Good at set pieces as well. Put him on corners as well as Torp. Adds quality, strength, and depth. Yeah, I'd take him. Him and Yates now, I would take. Barry Bannon. I've mentioned Bannon before, to be fair. Thank you very much, everybody. We are on 800 followers on Facebook. Amazing. If we can try and... I don't know what we're on YouTube at the moment. But if you don't follow us on YouTube, please... please go and like and subscribe. Right, okay. I've got another one coming in now then, guys. Alan Arkins, while I take your request, can you say Happy Valentine's to my little munchkin Nelly? Love her lots like jelly tots. I can do that for you, Alan. No problem. So Alan says, Happy Valentine's Day, my little munchkin Nelly. Love her lots like jelly tots. I hope that's okay. 9 points. Yeah. Anybody that listened to the Plymouth playoff, the Plymouth playoff, the Plymouth preview, Mark's decided to sit on the fence again with a 2-2 draw. $365 on YouTube. Come on, guys. Evening, Lee. I hope you're well, mate. Thank you very much for coming on. Captain Macbeth, tell Kelly next door she's the luckiest girl in the world. That's my next door neighbour, Captain Macbeth, on YouTube. That's brilliant. That's superb. Kelly, you're the luckiest girl in the world. I hope you heard that. That's brilliant. Thank you very much for listening, Captain Macbeth. That's made me giggle. I'll be giggling about that all night. Be nice to get to 400 followers on YouTube. Yeah, no worries, Captain Macbeth. You're very welcome. Well, we're trying to get to 375 at the minute mark. It would be good to 400, but let's get to 375. We just need 10 more followers for that one. Thank you very much for the follow on TikTok. Much appreciated. If you can share it as well, that would be great. Share and likes, that's much appreciated. Wrexham have been awful recently. Yeah, they're not having a good time of it, are they, at the minute? Do you still think you'll be close? Do you still think you'll stay there? Lost 5 out the last 8. Oh, really that bad? 4 in a row? Wow. I didn't know it was that bad. Do you still think you'll stay there? Palace game 1-0 at half time. I've had a build a bet on that game, and I don't think that's going to go to plan. Typical. Fell from second to fifth in 2 games. Yeah, but it's tight in there as well, I think, isn't it? I think it's a little bit like the Championship. I think it's very tight up there. How's FPL going? Well, you know what, right? I'm actually sitting. I think I'm sitting around about 40,000 overall. So it's going well. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I'm topping all my mini leagues anyway, so that's what I'm happy about. We fell from 6th to 10th without even playing. League points are awkward this season. League points are awkward this season. What do you mean they're awkward? You just mean they're hard. You're in a harder league. Stu, can you ask the wife if I can go to the FA Cup game? Of course I can. Mrs. Pagan, can you go to the game, please? It's the son's birthday and I'm scared to ask. Oh, I've just asked for you. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have asked if it's your son's birthday. Take the son with you as a birthday present. Never be scared to ask. Just do it. Oh, it's my fault now. Oh, I'll take the blame. I'll take the blame for everything. Don't worry. Glenn's just asked, happy with the Maidstone ticket prices? Yeah. They may have. Look, they may have done it for what? What did we pay? 15 quid, 13 quid, 13. Did you go to the Wrexham Coventry game? Unfortunately, I did. Yes. Easy to ask forgiveness than permission. He says you ain't seen her, bro. She's hard as. Yes, I'm happy with the prices. Same. It was limbs. Yeah, you had a good day. You had a good day. We had a bad day. It was just one of them things. Who's everyone's all-time worst player we have ever signed? Well, there's been a few. There's been a few. What are you doing now, mate? Well, now I'm live on TikTok with you guys, but I'm also live on Facebook, YouTube, and X as well. I do my own little show called In My Opinion, and that's what this is. So I try and go over a lot of different platforms on the same night, just answering questions, and doing shout outs and things like that. Hello, Mike. You okay? Has to be Kevin Kyle. Yeah, he's up there. Wes has said, I'll be happy if that's the prices for Wembley. Oh, yeah. I think everybody would, Wes. You know that's not going to happen, though, don't you? You know they're going to be at least doubled for that. Have you seen the Middlesbrough early bird? Hold on. Oh. Something just went up on TikTok. Sorry about that. Yes, we're still in the FA Cup. Thoughts on Torp? Brilliant. I think he's a great player. Hughes going up this year. Not sure. Going to be difficult. Hopefully. Thank you very much for the follow. I haven't seen the early bird. I think something came up, didn't it, a while ago? With the Middlesbrough. Was it Middlesbrough or was it somebody else? I don't think I have seen the Middlesbrough's early bird season ticket prices, though, to be fair. Do we need VAR in the Championship? Too many things being missed by officials, especially Bamford's handball goal. 750. Wow. Well, they need to recoup some money, don't they, somehow? I don't particularly want VAR. I know things are being missed. I would rather have the linesman doing a bit more to help out than VAR. The linesmen don't help out enough for me. Mark Smith on TikTok, please wish my beautiful wife Victoria a happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, Victoria, from Mark. What do I think about the blue cards? Shite. Don't bring them in. Utter crap. End of. Who was the one player that broke your heart when he left? Robbie Keane. Robbie Keane broke my heart when he left. Gary McAllister. But he was getting on a little bit, to be fair. But yeah, Boateng. Met Boateng a few times. Good guy. You see no hair, rock, paper, scissors for pen. Yes, I have seen it. And I'm not bothered by it, if you're going to ask. Doesn't bother me. Makes the Premier League package a steal. 100%. 100%. Hadji and Chippo for me. Yeah, good calls, Wes. Dublin then turned to hatred when he scored that one. Still scored, to be fair. Biggest disappointment for Cov? Not going up last season, probably. Borough have increased the prices by £50 at least and shortened window to renew. Well, that's a little bit naughty to shorten the window. They should keep it the same. I tell you what, I used to work at Livingwell Health Club, and I met Zungia. He came in to go to the gym one night. I met Zungia once. Good, nice lad, actually. Nice lad. You should get people in to talk. You should get people in to talk to. Thoughts on Leicester? I don't really have many thoughts about Leicester, if I'm honest. Try not to think. Great listen, mate. See you soon. Ian Wallace, when he left, killed me. I know he did, Dave. I know he was your hero. Thank you very much for listening. I hope Bon got that message as well. Speak to you soon. See you soon. Thanks, mate. Where's Handy had a poster of him on his wall? Ask him about it. Southampton, here we come. Who do you think's going up in the Championship? People come in and talk on the game reaction over on X. They do indeed. Playoff predictions. We beat Leicester. Not Leicester, sorry. We beat Leeds in the playoff final. Can we get Josh a Valentine? We can try. Plugged X for you. Thanks, Wes. Should we fit anyone in the playoffs when we get there? No. We can beat anybody on our day. No, we can beat Leeds on our day. We could have beaten them at their place. If we get to the playoff final, we win and we go up. Best away kit. Purple one. I do like that. Are you doing an oatcake review on Saturday? Probably not. I might come on TikTok for a little bit. Mark can do one as well. Yeah, he's in the other end. What do you think the score will be against Plymouth? 1-1. Who's back, Emma? Who's back? Who is coming down this season? I know you're back. Brown. I like the brown one. I do like the brown one, to be fair, but I do like the purple one as well. I know it's you. Bloody hell. Been doing an hour already. Right, so I have done an hour. So I am going to love you and leave everybody. I might stay on TikTok for a little bit longer, not much longer though, to be fair. Before everybody goes on Facebook, YouTube and X, thank you very much for coming on. Thank you very much for your questions and shout outs. Much appreciated. Just remember where you can find us: X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're on all pods like iTunes, things like that. I'm on Fake Cody. I'm on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Then we're on X. We do an X space on a Sunday night. We've got previews coming up. We've got other things coming up as well. Please look out for it. If you don't subscribe already, go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's good stuff on there. I do this once every other week. So I won't be doing anything next week. It'll be the week after. So yeah, so thank you everybody again. We're on pods. Also now back on MySpace. Yeah, we're partnered with the Anecdote Sports Bar, so we're in there on match days as well. And we're sponsored by Right Steel Fabrications. Thank you ever so much, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTokers. Not TikTokers, sorry, Xers, Twitters. Much appreciated. Josh is on Tinder. Sky Blue Army. Thank you very much. And play up Sky Blues. Cheers, guys.